Namaste and welcome to this condensed 8-lesson course titled Padhati, Steps in Devotional Service. Lesson 2. Reasons why our growth on the path of Sadhana Bhakti is hampered. There are several actions that hamper our growth, such as laziness, insincerity, lack of faith, being unnecessarily critical of devotees, or not being interested in the attainment of love for the Lord, but instead interested in material gain, such as reputation, etc. There is an excellent description in the Nectar of Instruction, Text 2, for one to contemplate upon. One's devotional service is spoiled when he becomes too entangled in the following 6 activities. 1. Eating more than necessary or collecting more funds than required. 2. Over-endeavouring for mundane things that are very difficult to obtain. 3. Talking unnecessarily about mundane subject matters. 4. Practicing the scriptural rules and regulations only for the sake of following them and not for the sake of spiritual advancement, or rejecting the rules and regulations of the scriptures and working independently or whimsically. 5. Associating with worldly-minded persons who are not interested in Krishna consciousness. And 6. Being greedy for mundane achievements. You can delve into any and all of these 6 points and contemplate upon them. Here is a summary, though, of a wonderful story from the Krishna book, chapter 23, Delivering the Wives of the Brahmins, that displays point 4 from the Nectar of Instruction. Practicing the scriptural rules and regulations only for the sake of following them and not for the sake of spiritual advancement. In this story, the Brahmins' top priority was following the rules, but not for the sake of developing their love for the Lord. One morning, the cowherd boys were very hungry because they had not eaten breakfast. They immediately approached Krishna and Balaram. Krishna said, "My dear friends, please go to the house of the Brahmins nearby. They are now engaged in performing Vedic sacrifices." All the boys went to the Brahmins and begged, "Krishna and Balaram are tending cows nearby. We have come to ask for some food from you." The Brahmins were overly interested in the comforts of the material body and in elevation to the higher planets. When the boys saw that the Brahmins would not even reply to them, even with a simple yes or no, they became very disappointed and returned to Krishna and Balaram. Krishna asked the boys to go again, but this time to the wives of those Brahmins. Krishna said, "They are great devotees, always absorbed in thinking about me. Go there and ask for some food in my name." The boys immediately went to the wives of the Brahmins and said, "Dear mothers, may we inform you that Krishna is nearby? We are all very hungry. Please give us something to eat for Krishna." Immediately the wives became anxious for Krishna and busily filled different pots of nice food. They wanted to personally take the food to Krishna, but their husbands, fathers, sons, and relatives asked them not to go. But the wives did not comply. When they entered the forest, they saw Krishna with a nice garland of flowers and a peacock feather on his head. After Krishna spoke to them very pleasingly, they returned to their homes Their husbands and family regretted their own actions. The Brahmins said, "Although we are considered to be masters in all purificatory processes, we did not actually know what the goal is because we are too much attached to the materialistic way of life, and we are very proud." Because the wives of the Brahmins were inspired by pure devotional service, they did not care for any kind of opposition. They immediately went to Krishna. But the Brahmins, although they had come to know the supremacy of the Lord and were repenting, were still afraid of King Kamsa because they were too attached to fruitive activities. What a wonderful pastime, and actually one to contemplate upon. The next lesson 3 is about the perfect app. Namaste.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.